Hello guys. So after the overwhelming response on my last video, I'm gonna take a wild guess, a shot in the dark you may say, and assume that you guys might want an interior for this. So that is exactly what we are doing in this video. I'm not gonna lie, usually I have a plan when it comes to this. Like normally I plan out my builds to some extent. Not today. Today I thought I'm just gonna click record and hope for the best. So this may not be the best build I've ever done, but oh well, we'll see where it takes us. I mean, to be fair, that's not like completely true.
Oh my god, bro.
I did do a color scheme because I realized the other day, I was looking through my videos, I'm like, damn, I have lost all the color in my builds. Like they look so bland these days, and I could probably put like pictures like as a reference. Like all of them have really been toned down because of, I guess, the realistic style, but like at the same time it gets a bit boring. So I was like, I need to add some more color back into it. I used to build really colorfully, like colorfully? That did not sound right. I used to build with a lot more color. Like I can probably put some screenshots up for reference. Back in like 2021, it was like the style to do this kind of like super colorful beige with like pinks and everything like that. I don't know if you guys will recognize it, but I at least know loads of people used to do that kind of thing. So obviously I hopped on the trend when I was doing my speed builds, and my builds were a lot more colorful. I think that's the point I'm trying to get to. I've just said colorful like 10 times in the past 10 seconds. So I think I'm gonna try and add some more today. I wanted to go for more like a frosty kind of vibe because I did the very classic red and green kind of color scheme for Christmas on Kachunky's house, and I'm like, it's gonna be a bit repetitive if I do the same thing. So I want to do like a more cool toned frosted kind of look, very white, but I still want to make it cozy. Today I haven't actually got any Pinterest inspiration, unfortunately, because nothing was matching my vision, so I'm literally just going purely off vibes. And I also realized how small this house was earlier. This layout is a bit questionable, but we're going with whatever the hell I made last time. At some point in my last video, I realized, wait, I can lay this out somewhat okay. Whether it's gonna look any good, I don't know. But yeah, this is, I mean, if you haven't guessed, this is probably going to be the kitchen. I'm gonna sort out what the hell is going on here in a moment. But this is supposed to be like an island, I guess. Because there's not really enough space for a like whole dining room. Anyways, on the topic of switching things up, because I'm feeling different today, I wanted to make my classic custom wall panels, but instead of this normal one that I usually do with this painting, I think I'm gonna try this, so it's like slightly elongated instead. Hopefully it looks alright. I haven't really tried it before, but we're trying it now. Do you know what? I think maybe this interior is gonna be like experimental. I'm gonna try out a bunch of new things. I mean, actually, bro, this commentary is all over the place. Well, when I get to the living room, you'll see, but I had a little custom sofa tested out earlier that I saw on a video, but I do not remember where I saw it. But I saw it somewhere, like this, so I'm gonna try that, possibly. You know what, we're putting extra effort today. I'm doing the back of the door, because I was walking in this house earlier, and I'm like, ooh, I never do the backs of the doors, and they just kind of look a bit ugly. Okay, do you know what? I give up. That's enough. There's so much effort. But anyways, I need to like actually get some layout done because I've just kind of been I've literally spent like 10 minutes just recoloring these walls and not speaking, but we will get there eventually. Do you think if I do that and cover it up with bushes, no one will notice? You know what? I say that whilst I'm literally announcing it to everyone watching what I'm doing, but it's okay. No one will know. There's going to be a lot of stuff poking out this house, by the way, but because this is like a really long, can't really line it up very perfectly, so I just kind of, we're going to have to live with it. No one's looking at the back of this house. I mean, the back of it the back of it looks ugly enough already. It's a lost cause. We haven't even got the backs to the dormers, so we're off to a good start. Anyways, I think I'm starting to see the vibe for this. I was a bit scared at the beginning because I'm like, I have no inspiration, and usually I run off my inspiration very usefully. Like if you ever need tips for building, honestly, the first thing I'd say is make sure you have inspiration, which is exactly not what I'm doing today. Do as I say, not as I do. The one kind. Because I'm doing the exact opposite of my advice right now. But when it comes to like, especially the thing is, I used to struggle when it comes to like colouring counters and stuff like that. Like, I know it sounds so trivial, like I'm gonna colour a counter. Sometimes you just don't like realize what's gonna actually look good. I don't know, this is not making much sense, but like in my head it does. Okay, so slight progress was made on the kitchen. I did it off camera because I'm not gonna lie, I was having a love-hate relationship with this build. I was kind of despising it at one point. I don't know, part of me was like, oh yeah, funky, but the other half was like, what the hell are you doing, girl? Put it together. I think the beams pulled it together because I was building it and I'm like, do you know what pulled through last time when I wasn't liking a build? Beams. So I think I might replicate this throughout the whole thing. The only problem is, right, if I pull them all the way down, they're like massive and the build's small enough already, so it kind of makes it feel a lot smaller. But then upstairs we have this problem, so we'll figure that when I do the upstairs. I'm not gonna lie, that's a problem for later. Anyways, yeah, this is it so far. The only thing is, it's really bugging me, and it's really subtle, but it's really annoying me, is there's two things in here that I can't color. Number one being the little, like, all the things on here. Like, I can't colour the candy cane and stuff to, like, match it better. Number two, this plate, I can't colour the thing that it's standing on. It's not that bad, like, I don't think it's super noticeable. Wait, I'm gonna try something here. It might not look good, but I'm gonna try it. Okay. Oh, it's like a tree. I think that's kind of ugly, though. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, I wanted to talk about my birthday because that happened recently, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys sitting there listening to me talk about the build for this, like, past 10 minutes is probably just gonna be a bit boring, so I wanted to talk about this. Basically, it was my birthday recently, if you haven't already gathered, and we were going out for like a really nice dinner. Like, oh, guys, when I tell you, it was beautiful. The food was so lovely. So obviously this is like a big deal to me, you know, it's my birthday, I wanted to go dress up cute. So I'm planning the outfit in my head, right, as you do, because as I assume most people do, they kind of think about it beforehand. So I'm just sat there thinking about my outfit, and I had such a cute one planned, let me tell you. So I had this little dress, and it's like a beigey kind of white, like an off-white kind of dress basically, with a built-in corset and a mini dress kind of vibe with the necks that like drape down. I don't know how to explain it. I'm gonna try and find some photos to explain it, like the neck draping situation, because I'm really bad at explaining things, as you may know. But basically that was the idea, and it was that little mini dress with, I was gonna do leg warmers, and I had a bunch of cute jewelry that I got for my birthday that I was gonna wear. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna look so adorable. Like, my hair was gonna be done, my makeup was gonna be all cute, right? I was ready. So I get changed, right? It's the evening. We're about to go out. I get changed. I don't know if this is just like a me thing, but when I envision my outfits, they look so much better until I actually put them on. I'm like, wait, something looks wrong here. So I put it on, and I forgot the last time I wore this dress was many months ago in the summer, and it's winter right now. So I've completely lost my summer tan. And the problem with this dress, when I don't have a tan, is that it completely blends in with me. Like, you know when people wear something and it kind of matches their skin, and you kind of walk past and you take a double take, you're like, hold up, let me check I didn't see that correctly. I didn't want that to be me, like, it blended in too much. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't wear this, like, I'm not going out in this. Because I wanted to wear a dress, right? Like, I already had like a really cute outfit for Halloween with a skirt, right? And I didn't fancy wearing a skirt. So I'm going through my dresses. I ended up finding a better one that was like really cute, which I'm kind of glad I ended up going with that anyways, because it matched the restaurant so nicely. Actually, it was really cute, because the restaurant itself, when I tell you guys, I felt like a little nerd. I felt like a interior design nerd in there. I'm like, oh my god, guys. I was just telling everyone, I'm like, this is so beautifully decorated. I love the colour they've chosen for the walls. It had like a really botanical kind of vibe. There was like a bunch of like greenery. It was like a really dark green kind of vibe. It was beautiful. I wish I could recreate something like that in BLOXBURG. Actually, I might. Actually, that's a good idea. I might recreate something like that in BLOXBURG. I don't think anyone in my family was as hyped as I was about the decor. Anyways, back to the dress situation. So I ended up settling on this like dark green dress that I had, which, like I said, was perfect because it matched the restaurant. Oh, this will come into play later as well. Hold that in mind. So I ended up with this cute little green dress, and I had my hair really cute and stuff like that. So it was fine in the end. I think I was just panicking because I had planned this in my head like a few nights before, and I'm like, oh my god, why is it all fallen through now? Yeah, after we had eaten, basically, I went to go to the bathroom because I haven't taken Instagram photos in ages. Like, I hadn't posted on Instagram in ages. I'm like, wait, I need some nice photos of myself here. I want to post something. So naturally I gravitated to the bathroom because usually places like this will have like really aesthetic bathrooms, and I also just didn't want to take a photo, like a selfie in the middle of the restaurant. I go to the bathroom, right, and there's this woman in front of me, and I don't know how much of this I can say on YouTube, but you know, interpret it as you wish, like fill in the gaps with your mind. She had a lot of a certain beverage to consume, I guess you could say it like that. And so I'm in the bathroom taking these pictures, right, and they're really cute pictures. Like, they turn out, oh my god, I've said really cute like 20 times in the past minute. Okay, the pictures turn out really good. I was happy with them basically. So I'm taking pictures, and naturally, like, no one really takes, I mean, unless you're like really photogenic, and I'm jealous of you if you are, but I normally take like 20 pictures or even more than that when I'm trying to take a nice one and then filter through it when I get home, right? Like, I'd rather take too many and then delete them when I get back than not take enough and be like, oh wait, I don't like this one. So I was taking a bunch of pictures, and this girl is in the toilet. A trigger warning if you don't like throwing up and anything around that, by the way, because it kind of has to do with that. So I'm here taking pictures, right? And all of a sudden, in the background, I can just hear, and I felt really bad. I'm like, oh my god, is she okay? But like, she wasn't being sick, but she was just making noises, and you can see it on my photos. You can see it on my face in the pictures, because I took so many, right? There's just a gradual change of my face expressions, going from like smiling for the picture and just really slowly turning more concerned because she just kept making sounds in the bathroom. Don't worry though, she was okay. I just thought it was quite funny because I ended up posting one of the pictures and I'm like, nobody knows there was a woman in the background making strange noises in the bathroom. But yeah, don't worry guys, she was all good. Okay, enough of this, now back to the build. So I finished up the living room. I think it was alright actually. The build grew onto me. I was really resenting it at the beginning, but I think the main problem was the floor, because I was trying to be experimental with the floor and it just wasn't clicking. Like, well, I mean, if you rewind the video back to earlier, it had this like reddish undertone, which I really wanted it to work. Like, I was rooting for it, but it just wasn't working. But I think, you know what? I was talking about beams earlier, but the beams really did pull it together. Like, the beams are quite a statement piece of this house. I ended up leaving that little gap at the back of the room till the very end. Like, I literally didn't do it. It was the last thing I did in the house because I didn't know what to put there. Because I could have put like a washing room, could have put a desk, I could have done like a reading nook, but then I'm like, a reading nook would have been too repetitive because we have so many bay windows in here. I also got really lazy and started copy and pasting the stuff in the bay windows. Apologies guys. Actually, I'm gonna make that my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna try and stop making my builds so repetitive, because not even repetitive, I just need to stop. I need to stop copy and pasting, in fact, because it's becoming a problem. You can tell. Oh my god, actually, because this build took me so long, right? This video is coming out really late, I am aware. Apologies, but because this took me so long, right, in that time the game updated and we have like a whole movie booth. I didn't realize this because I went on and I'm like, oh, we have so many movie items, and then I was on YouTube and I saw someone in the thumbnail like replace the nightclub type of thing, and I'm like, oh my god, we're hop back on the game. Guys, I was having so much fun in there. You know, the photo booth, you can floss. I was just sat there and I just sent a video to my friend because I'm like, no way I can floss in BLOXBURG in a photo booth right now. The photo booth is actually the highlight of the update, I'm not gonna lie. The rest of it's cool, but I'm not really in the role-playing scenery of this game. I was actually thinking, because it's like New Year's, I see what a lot of people do, well, at least from what I've seen in the past, is people do like a touring all my plots to like end the year off. However, I was thinking about it, but the only problem is, right, everything that I would have toured, you would have seen on my YouTube already, because I quit BLOXBURG for like 2 years, right? I think it was about 2 years, roughly that anyways. Most of my plots are all the things from like the past 6 months when I rejoined. So you would have all seen it anyways. Like, they're all things that I've made videos on. Like, I haven't really built anything off camera, basically. There's a few of my old builds, but they're old builds, so they're not that good. I mean, they're not awful. There's one that's quite cool, but like, I already have a tour of that posted. But I don't know. I think in the future, when I have some other builds, like some interesting ones that like aren't already uploaded, because most of these, I think it'd just be boring to watch, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, if you've been like a concurrent viewer, you would have already seen all of it. So it's just me recapping everything. I guess I could go through and rate them. Let me know if you want to see that, actually. Because I could do that. I could just go through and rate my builds. I also bulldozed a bunch of them, so there's not many old ones, actually. There's about like 2 or 3. Also, actually, I asked you guys in one of my other videos, I don't remember which one it was, if you want to see another TikTok hacks. And a lot of you said yes, so that will be coming in the near future. Don't know when, because I have exams coming up recently, which is also why this is coming out really late. Basically, I have exams for the next few weeks, so you know, naturally I don't want to fail. So I was like, let me take a step down from YouTube for a bit. So the uploads may be a bit less consistent. That's as if I was consistent beforehand. I mean, to be fair, I was getting into routine, but my point is they might be a bit more sparse, because I need to focus on that right now. I don't really fancy failing. But yeah, TikTok hacks will be at some point. I don't know when, but they'll be there eventually. Hello guys, so the long-awaited interior tour is finally here, after many weeks. In fact, this was built in 2024. Some may say this build is so last year. Okay, anyways, if we squeeze through the door, because it's a custom door and I kind of made it really tight, but we make it. We are entered with this beautiful kitchen and the beams. I love the beams. Anyways, I tried to be a bit more funky with the colouring, I think. It's not that funky, but it's a bit more out of like what I normally do, to be fair. Normally I go with more neutrals, but today we're going with blue because that felt frosty and Christmassy, even though Christmas is literally over right now, but whatever. Here is the living room. I did the little hack that I mentioned earlier in the video, and the bay windows. The bay windows are beautiful. Anyways, one thing I do love about this actually is these little like corner decorations that I found, but I didn't have the flip side of them, so you may see throughout the clips sometimes is I had to put it on a basic, in fact you can see the basic shape here. I put it on a basic shape and then like flip them around to make them like scale correctly, but it's okay, they're not that noticeable, like it kind of blends in because I have these brick decals as well. Anyways, that's enough talking about decal. Over here, oh wait, look at the bows on these chairs actually. I thought they were really cute, and then I did the little like waffle kind of chair thing that French Roses does, minus the vertical ones. So it's just a chair with little lines on it, but it's still cute. Anyways, I ended up settling on putting a desk here instead because I mentioned I didn't know what to put. It was a bit of a... Why? Okay, ignore the... ignore that. As I was saying, because I mentioned not being sure on what the hell I'm supposed to put here, but we settled on this, and I also made my little custom windows, which aren't too fancy, but it's a window. A window's a window. Anyways, if we come upstairs, the bedroom is here. It's really long, but I think I managed to fill out the space all right. There's a Christmas tree in here because who doesn't love a Christmas tree in your bedroom? And then over here, wait, the bed is the star of the show actually. This whole half of the room is kind of, this whole half of the room is kind of irrelevant, I'm not gonna lie, because the bed's the coolest thing here. I made a custom bed on a video I saw on YouTube. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description. But I just saw it and I'm like, oh my god, that is adorable. Like, I try it. Also, these bits up here are the salt, like pepper shaker things. I don't remember what they're called, but I just thought that was a cool detail. So then there's like a little tray and stuff like that. That's about it. This frame here is my favorite bit of the bedroom. The rest of it is just kind of mid. Anyways, moving on to the bathroom. The bathroom's alright. I like the framework that I did the similar thing in the bedroom where I had an archway kind of framed with the panels that I made earlier, and I thought that was really cute. It's just my average bedroom, bathroom. Apologies for the very late upload. I mean, I know it's not really Christmas anymore, but technically it's still winter, so I'll let it pass. As for speed builds and stuff like that, as the usual goes, I will probably have color codes and decals and everything in the speed build uploaded at some point, don't know when, but it'll be there and I'll link it in the description. If I forget, let me know. But yeah, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you.